Wonderland used to look so pretty.
Hi there, this is Elena, and today I'm outside where it's cold. It's 41 Fahrenheit or 5 Celsius. So I'm still getting used to these temperatures because before that, 9 years I lived in Cancun where it's very hot. And now this is my first winter in 9 years and I'm getting used to this cold. I decided to record this video outside just to kind of change the background and to breathe fresh air, fresh cold air. And today I want to talk about self-confidence, and I want to share with you one powerful tip that can help you to elevate your self-confidence. So let me just sit down on the bench and I will keep recording. By the way, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm a photographer and the founder of Fine Art Lifestyle, a project with the goal to help you enrich, elevate, and transform your life with creative and aesthetic experiences. Give me a moment, let me put on my gloves because my hands feel cold. Okay, it feels more comfortable. So, as I mentioned, I want to talk about one powerful tip that can help you to elevate your self-confidence, and that is knowledge, learning something new. So what do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. Back in 2013, when I arrived to Cancun, Mexico, with one suitcase, a backpack, and a camera, I was stunned by the beauty of the Caribbean Sea. It was my first time there. Never in my life I'd seen something like that. So I was like mesmerized. I took a couple of weeks to travel around and see the main sightseeing spots like Chichen Itza, Tulum, and Coba. But then eventually I realized that it's time to be proactive again. So I had one camera and a laptop, and that was my way of starting a new chapter of my life. I felt like I needed to extend my knowledge to educate myself. So I thought, okay, I have a laptop and a camera, I love taking photos, and I also love writing. I started thinking about making a blog, but I didn't know how to do it. I had zero knowledge in making blogs, in recording videos, but I had a very strong desire to do that. I didn't allow negative thinking affect and destroy my desire to start a blog. So I decided to act. I Googled how to build a blog, and I found a lot of useful information online about how to start a blog on WordPress. So in general, it took me around 5 months to start my blog and finally give it a look that reminded of a blog. Trials and errors, that was my way of making my blog work. I didn't know how to start a blog. I learned it step by step. I was 31 years old and I was in a new country where I didn't speak a language, but I decided that I want to do it, and I just acted. I acted despite the fear, I acted despite negative thoughts, and at the end, I won. I grew up in a society that believed that you get only one education and you stick to it throughout your life. So it took me many years to realize that it's not true. You can relearn at any point of your life whenever you decide to do it. The most important is your desire to learn something, to educate yourself. Nothing can stop you from doing that. Think about acquiring new knowledge as a challenge. And once you accept that challenge and win, that's when you elevate your self-confidence. That's how it worked in my case. When I had my blog online and I saw that people are reading it, I got many nice comments about it. People were thankful for putting out a useful information. Building a WordPress blog was a challenge for me, and I accepted that challenge and I won. And that's how I elevated my self-confidence. That's what I mean by learning something new and acquiring new knowledge. You can elevate your self-confidence. Don't allow your negative thoughts stop you from learning something new. That is a wonderful process of its own. Nowadays I have a new challenge, and it's recording videos and publishing it on YouTube. It's really difficult to sit in front of the camera and talk. I have so many thoughts and I had so many experiences that I want to share with you, but it just takes so much effort to formulate my own thoughts. But I know that I need to continue because that's what I want to do. So let's say you want to start a blog, but you don't know how to do it. Don't allow the absence of knowledge stop you from acquiring knowledge. We are always capable of learning something new. Our brains are so adaptive to the new knowledge. My advice for you that accept the challenge and move forward despite the fear, despite the feeling of discomfort. Back when I started my blog, I felt extremely uncomfortable. But later on, I realized that feeling of discomfort is actually a sign that I'm growing and evolving. Remember yourself at school and in the college. When you learn something new, it's kind of sometimes very difficult. You want to stop and forget about that, and you want to continue to feeling comfortable, but that's not how life works. That's not how you acquire self-confidence. Staying in the comfortable zone will not elevate your self-confidence. The growth happens outside the comfort zone. That's one of the most popular phrases these days. That's you have to leave your comfort zone. And that's true. If you want to elevate your self-confidence, you have to step outside your comfort zone. And getting new knowledge is something that will help you to feel more self-confident. If I wouldn't start my travel blog, I wouldn't be able to build my photography website. So when I first told myself I want to have a travel blog, I didn't know how to do it. I learned how to do it step by step, trial and error. Years later, I became more comfortable with building websites, and throughout my life in Mexico, I built around 18 websites that were connected to my photography. And it all started with one. That's why I say learning something new, acquiring new knowledge can help you elevate your self-confidence. So that's it for today. I'm getting really cold. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying and watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like. And if you know someone who needs to hear it, make sure to share it with them.